Hello, everybody. It's Tuesday. Let's get back on with the grind. Tuesday. How in the hell can you blame Benjamin Netanyahu for trying to free hostages when Hamas kidnapped them October the 7th, 2023, and because Israeli special forces was trying to free these people, they shot them in the back of the head, and somehow Israel is at fault? I want you to make this make sense. Israel went to free the hostages. Hamas shot them in the head so they wouldn't be alive. How is that Israel's fault? Some of you are so weak and pathetic that you want to compromise with demons, devils, and terrorists. I'm sorry, but if you're that weak, stupid, and incompetent, then whatever happens to you happen. I actually saw this dude who was online, and he was like, as a Jewish voter, he's mad at Benjamin Netanyahu, and he should have listened to Biden. So what? Israel shouldn't try to have free those people? Israel should have just let them stay with the terrorists? That's what Israel should have did? At this point, yes, Donald Trump is 100% right. If you're a Jewish voter and you're talking about you're going to vote for Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, yeah, you do need your head examined. Yeah, you do. Because this is stupid. This is beyond stupid. So because you're Israeli and Jewish, you should be kidnapped because some idiot wants to do his freedom marches, or some people believe, it should be a two-state solution and Israel is bad. No, it don't work that way. Israeli students, you know what? The best trick they ever played is teach tolerance. Tolerance for evil is being conquered by evil. Tolerance for evil is being conquered by evil. If you tolerate evil, you have been conquered by evil. Pro-Palestinian protests on college campuses is evil. If this had been a bunch of white folks, which these pro-Palestinians are, but if this was white kids with rebel flags, you be talking about throw them all off campus. Matter of fact, if it been white kids with American flags protesting what happened at 9/11, because you know some college campuses did that. They were protesting what happened at 9/11, and they was waving American flags around, and Muslim students felt unsafe, and so the colleges and universities stepped up and said this won't be allowed. And that idiot George Bush, Mr. I may vote for Kamala Harris, George Bush said this isn't the America he knows. Yes, it is. That's the America we know, because Americans stand up against evil, not tolerate it. But we have changed. We tolerate it now. That's why we tolerate the Democrat Party and the stuff they do. This is just insane. Insane. White kids, if you look, are so lost and need something to stand up for because they can't stand up for themselves. They can't stand up for America, that they're willing to join with Hamas and Palestinians and hate their own. You know this, now let me switch to black folk real quick, because I just said something. Black folk, you love to see white folk say how bad white people is and how evil white people is. You love those white folk when they say that. But as soon as a black man like myself point out the hypocrisies of the black community, he a sellout. Why he doing that? Why he taking over white folks? Why he taking over them white folks? That's the first thing you say. That's a hypocrisy. You won't want to see white people talking about white people evil. White people need it. You won't want to see that if you was true. Black folk, name me one right that you lost when Donald Trump was the president that's specifically spelled out in the Constitution. Abortion is not. For all you women who like murdering your children, because you know black women, you are genocidal maniacs because you have the most abortions amongst any race. Name me any right that you lost during Trump presidency. States have a right to say felons don't vote. That's a right the states have. If a state can tell you that a felon can't possess a firearm, then they have a right to say you can't vote. Come on, name me one right that you lost while Donald Trump was president. You can't. Being a conservative and being a liberal, we are two different things. And there are some things that you liberals like and you want that's not rights. And there are things conservatives and Republicans we like that aren't rights either. But the Constitution allows us to do it, long if it don't interfere with the Constitution. And if it does, the courts have a right to throw it out. Depending on the court, they can grant a privilege. And another Supreme Court can come back and take it away. If it's not clearly defined, word for word in the Constitution, it's not a constitutional right. So once again, what constitutional right did you lose while Donald Trump was in office? None. So when I hear you talk about Donald Trump, we gonna lose the Department of Education. No, he never said that. But show me in the Constitution where you have a Department of Education and it's not done locally. To me, Donald Trump seemed to be wanting to push everything back to the states. Let the states run it. Let the states deal with it. You in Arkansas shouldn't have to know about the crap in California. Their standards of education in California shouldn't be the same in Arkansas. And Florida shouldn't be the same as New York. I know this. For all you who worry about Donald Trump, he's going to take our rights. Donald Trump, he's going to force himself. As long as it's your Democrat liberal agenda forcing itself, you okay with it. But when conservatives push our agenda, you have a problem. And I want every Republican and conservative to know that. Stop worrying about winning people over. Stand on what you believe in and defend it. Defend it, stand on what you believe in. And eventually, people will come along. Because one thing about common sense, when people see it was common sense that could have prevented their disaster, they wake up. And they wake up hard. Talk to you later.